Hey guys, it's Andrea, and today I'm coming at you with another plan with me. This is for the week of September 2nd to the 8th. If you can hear anything, Nick is now home. This is my third my third video that I'm filming, voiceover that I'm filming today. So I finally got my water. Well, actually, I got a Baja Blast Freeze because I was really jonesing for that, and Nick said they were out, but then I was like, that's fine. And then he went to a different one because great husband right there. So this week I'm using, I believe this was the July mystery kit, and I decided to do a mixed metal foil. As you can see right here, I used some of the copper Mega Wiggle, which I also used in, I believe it was Sunset Plans, which turned out super cute. And I also used silver, which I think is super pretty. And I also used some of the wiggle that came with the collection, the mystery ultimate kit as well. And this kit is not available just because it is a mystery kit, so it is exclusive to the mystery subscribers for up to a year. I don't know if I'll be bringing this one back. I rarely bring like the super seasonal ones back, but you never know if I'll bring it back. But next year, not kind of be on my, like, depending on my vibes for next year. But super cute kit. And like I said, I did mix metals. I did use the chunky glitter header overlays and do the mixed metal effect that I did for the Sunset Plans, where I took like one and then I put the other one like different pattern on top of it to give the headers like a mixed metal look, faux mixed metal. And then I used silver bougie boxes in the background just because I didn't have any of the copper Mega Wiggle colored ones, so I thought the silver ones worked just fine. I really love the colors of this kit, and I'm just going to go ahead and start with my week. On the sidebar, I did go ahead and do the normal 3, but because there was no tall box, I did use a half box as well as a fancy label above it, and then it is a little bit shorter. I actually prefer it to be as tall as it is on the weeks with the tall boxes, but it's kind of hard to do that whenever I'm like, what else do I put in my sidebar? And I also wanted to mention that I've been really loving not doing deco and then doing the top bar with the like 15 millimeter washi overlay. I just think it's kind of nice, and like I've been doing it, I think my whole entire planner. I think maybe I did deco for a couple of weeks, but I just really love the way that it looks. I think it looks really clean and nice. I did use some of our like fall samplers, which have different full boxes and deco pieces in the silver throughout, just to kind of sprinkle that in. And then, like I said, on the sidebar, I did do a full box, and then I did a strip with the City Stickers, a bow overlay on top of it. And then I did my area where I'm putting my weeks. I was 7 weeks this week. And then I put Not Feeling, and then I put an I'd Rather Die munchkin, which is a custom munchkin that Marg made me. And then I put Book Disney Cruise, which, spoiler alert, I ended up canceling because I didn't have a brain apparently, and think, oh, I wonder if there's any like exclusions to pregnant women on cruises. And there was, and it's that they can't go after like 24 weeks or something like that, and I would have been like 30 weeks, and I was like, I don't know why I didn't even think to look it up. It was just like a blip, and then I like, Thankfully, I bought insurance. Normally, I don't buy insurance for things like that or come with trips, just because I feel like normally I don't cancel trips. I used to be like a serial canceller of trips because I got like anxiety about it, like about not working, but not anymore. And so I bought insurance for this one. I think Nick told me to. I was like, okay, whatever. And thankfully I did. Otherwise, I would have lost out on a quarter of the trip. 75% of it was like I was within the time to cancel. And then the other quarter I would have lost if I didn't buy the insurance. So I'm happy that I bought the insurance. And then I think a quarter of that was what the cost of the insurance was. So realistically, it was like 75% of the quarter. I don't know. I'm not that good at math to figure out what that was that I ended up losing. But that's okay. We're not losing, but that's what I paid towards the insurance. So I would have paid it either way. So I guess it depends on how you look at it. But just in case you were thinking about going on a trip when you're pregnant, just double check on if your weeks line up for that, because they did not for me, because I am a dodo brain. So on Monday, it was Labor Day, and I've marked that with one of the holiday script samplers from our shop. I think it's a large one. And then I worked and put in so sick, and this pregnancy has been pretty good to me, but I was pretty sick the first trimester, like through week about 10 or 11, and then it kind of slowed down, and now I just have like really bad heartburn and like indigestion after I eat anything that's not like super bland. But like I said in my past video, I tried Tums today based on my doctor's like recommendation, and it did help a bit. I still probably can't eat anything that's like tomato based because that's like really bad. Like I have like fiery throw up in my mouth, but yeah, TMI, but who knows. So yeah, I was super sick just in that, like, I don't know. It wasn't like I threw up sick, but it was like I could throw up at any time, and I threw up in my mouth a lot. Again, TMI, but you know, we're all just friends here, so I tell my friends this for sure. Then I put in Cuddle with B, and I watched some TV. So I watched Dumplin', which is a movie. It was pretty cute. Heathers, which is a movie. Actually, they're all movies. Heathers, and then I watched Set It Up. I was just in a movie watching mood, so I just watched the movies later at night. Then on Tuesday, I put in that I had a doctor's appointment. It was our first ultrasound. Was it? Is that right? I guess so. So it was our first ultrasound, which was super cool. You didn't really see anything because it's just kind of like a blob at that point. So it's not really looking like a baby yet. And that was at, like I said, 7 weeks, which is a little, I think, early because I was 7 weeks on Monday, but I don't know. I think I thought I was 8 weeks because they can't really tell until they have that ultrasound, like your estimated weeks. So I thought I was 8 weeks, but I was actually 7. So that makes more sense. Then we went to snooze afterwards, and then I put in family cuddles, and then we had IHOP for dinner, and I started the TV show Bonding, which I really liked. It's a super quick, easy watch, really fast. I think I finished it in like a day or two. I think it might have been one night, or I finished watching it the next day. I'm not sure. I don't know. Then I had a bath, and I watched 90 Day Fiancé. And I watched 90 Day Fiancé the other way. I don't follow like the whole other 90 days, but I think the other way is pretty interesting. Then I put in Slept Like a Baby, and then Work and Bachelor in Paradise. And then I got Sonic Ice. Oh, that was something I really, really wanted, was like ice from Sonic. And Sonic Ice is like the best ice. That's like proven pretty much that Sonic Ice is like phenomenal. Just like all I wanted was a cup of Sonic Ice, like a big one. And then I put lemon packets in it and just mixed it up. So I had like lemon ice, and I just like chewed on that like all day, and it was so good. And then I put in Cuddle with B, and then I put in Bath Bennett, and then in the very bottom, I put in that was Wiggle Wednesday. Then on Thursday, I put in Hang with Bub, and then I made pasta salad because this weekend we were going to have like a little miniature barbecue type thing. So I made pasta salad because I like to make the pasta salad the day before because I feel like then the noodles absorb like the Italian dressing a little bit more. You could definitely eat it. I'd still eat it the night of. It's just not as like saturated and like really full of the juices, if that makes any sense. Then I took a nap, and then I watched Jersey Shore. I took a bath, and then we watched The Dark Crystal. This is like where it starts to slow down. If you notice, we watched 3 Dark Crystal the week before, 1 this week, not getting on to a good start there. Then I put on Friday, I was very annoyed. Why? I don't remember. And then new releases, and then I babysit Avery and Reagan because Kirsten and Brian wanted to go to, I think it was to see it. It was like a really long movie. I didn't watch it. I too scared to. But Reagan slept most of the time, and then, well, not really. She slept for like 30 minutes. Bennett slept most of the time, I feel like. And then Avery just like hung out. And yeah, and Avery got a lot of cuddles from Reagie. She was very cute. It's when she liked me. I feel like now she doesn't really like me. She looks at me like I'm crazy. But at that moment, she really liked me, and I have some videos of her laughing because I made her laugh because I'm a pretty funny person, you know? So that was fun, and I got to use one of the Once More with Love baby munchkins, and I also got to use one of the custom Kirsten, Avery, and Reagie munchkins, which are super cute. Then, since they were already over, we just decided to have like a little miniature barbecue. It was very much just like eating dinner together that we planned to eat like cookout food. So we did go in the pool, I think, or maybe they went in the pool and me and Kirsten didn't go in the pool. Maybe I went in the pool like later. I don't remember, but there was pool. Someone went in the pool, and then I put barbecue, and I think Nick made hamburgers and hot dogs possibly. Honestly, couldn't remember. And then I put in, I think when Bennett went to bed, I went over and filmed. And then I downloaded the new Post Malone CD and listened to it, and I haven't stopped listening to it since because it is phenomenal. It's so good. And I just saw Post Malone, and it was fabulous. And then on Saturday, I did sleep in, and then I put in Not Feeling Too Good, and then I took another nap. This was just kind of like one of the rougher weeks, I think. And then I did design a lot this day because I think I was just like napping most of the week, so I had a lot of stuff I needed to do. Then I put in McDonald's run because I think like I went for McDonald's. Not sure why. Usually Nick goes and picks up food and me and Bubba just like chill, but I think I went for McDonald's. And then I put in Murder Mystery, which is an Adam Sandler movie. Not sure why I thought it would be any good. I think it was because Jennifer Aniston is in it, and I feel like usually I'm like, oh, that was a good movie. But it wasn't my favorite. It really wasn't my favorite. I haven't really liked many Adam Sandler's movies recently. I don't think many people have. But I really love old Adam Sandler movies. And they're not old, but I guess they're old in compared to new, so I don't know. But again, if you're bored, it's an okay watch. It's not horrible, but it's not good. Well, I mean, it's good. It's not great. I don't know. It doesn't sound very great coming from me, huh? Then afterwards, I watched Lucifer, which Lucifer is such a good show. I don't know if I went on a tangent about Lucifer, because I don't know when I started watching Lucifer. Let me go ahead and just take a little... Nope, I think I started watching Lucifer 2 weeks prior to this. Lucifer is such a good show. I don't remember why I even started watching it. I think it was just in my like recommended on Netflix, and I was like, what is this? And I don't even know if I've ever heard anybody even talk about it, or like maybe they talked about it and I didn't really register what it was, but it is such a good show. It's like, it kind of reminds me of, sort of, but not really, Drop Dead Diva, and the kind of like there's like one big case per season, and then every episode's not case but like kind of like plot per season, and then every episode has like a little like case kind of like that, and then like I feel like the humor is like kind of similar, and then but like also Lucifer is very like fantasy and has like a love story, but it's also funny, but it's also kind of like the fantasy part's like really cool, and kind of like it's a little like biblical in there, which is kind of interesting. And then it's just really interesting. And the only thing that I'm disappointed about is that on TV, when it was on TV, I'm glad Netflix picked it up, because who knows if it would still be like a thing to watch. But the TV show episodes were like 40 some minutes or whatever, and there was like 22, 24, 26 episodes per season. And when Netflix picked it up, it's 10 or like 12. I don't think it's 12. I think it's 10 episodes. Like their Netflix's 2 seasons, which is the last season hasn't come out yet, is going to be less than 1 season of TV. Why they couldn't have just done it all in one, I don't even know. But I'm a little irritated about it, because I just want all of the Lucifer. It's a good show. It's not, again, I don't think it's gonna, I don't know if it's win awards or anything, but I like am very interested in it, and it's like one of those shows where I want to keep like, I want to know like what's gonna happen in the next episode, which I feel like not a lot of TV shows I'm like, what's gonna happen next? Like I need to know what happens next. But Lucifer is one of the ones where I'm like, but what happens now? Especially now, because of what we were left with. But yeah, Lucifer is a good one, and there's lots of episodes, so you could really, really watch it and just be like enjoying yourself. Then on Sunday I had donuts, went to work, I filmed. I don't know why I went to work this day. Not sure. Then I put in tidy up. And then I put in that we had an Uchiko date. That's maybe what happened. Maybe Nick's parents came and watched Bennett, and we went to work, and then we had an Uchiko date, which I love Uchiko as well. If you're in Austin, go to Uchi or Uchiko, because it's so good. I actually kind of feel like I'm vibing more with Uchiko recently, especially because Nick and Brian and one of Nick's friends, Alex, went to Uchi recently, and they brought me back the edamame, and the edamame was not as good as Uchiko edamame, and you're thinking maybe it was because it was to go. No, it just wasn't as good. And I feel like their edamame is like one of my favorite things, oddly enough. Like there's a lot of things I like on the menu, surprisingly, for being a sushi place for somebody who doesn't eat fish or like shellfish or any type of seafood. But I eat a lot on the menu, and there's so much good stuff. But the edamame is like one of my favorites. Like I crave edamame. It's so good. I can make it pretty well at home, but like Uchiko edamame is like really good. And then I watched Lucifer, and that is everything for this spread, and that is that. And then I just want to let you guys know that the next 3 spreads, hoping to get this out probably Wednesday of next week, if everything goes according to plan, which I'm hoping you will. Wednesday of next week, the next 3 spreads will be going up, and it's going to be a question and answer. So it's just, but it's not going to be like me filling out the spreads. So you'll have to wait for like the actual like look of the spreads until one day I post them on my like planner Instagram. That's like a whole nother like thing I need to tackle. But that'll be the next one, and I'll be doing a question and answer. Well, I already asked questions. I'll be giving answers, and also the middle spread. So the first spread is going to be the Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't remember what I called it. And then the next spread after that is going to be November Mystery. So if you don't want to know what that looks like, you probably, even I feel like International may have it by then. But if you don't, just keep in mind if you don't want to spoil it. And then the final spread is going to be Biggest Fan. Yeah. So those three will be just kind of like the bases. And I'm going to do a voiceover question and answer. And like I said, they're like really pretty though. Like some of the pretty spreads I've done. So anyways, that's everything. I just waved my hands in the air like you guys can tell, but that's everything for this video, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.